Hey y'all, it's Vita CPA Scholar, and I'm here with the show that started it all, and just like that. This is season 2, episode 3. I'm doing it a little bit out of order. I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1. Why? I'm about to run off to another adventure. But the other thing is, y'all, I literally just recorded this video. And when I saw other content creators have a fit because they recorded a video and it didn't go through, I felt this in my spirit because I sat up here, I did an hour, it was comedy gold, and what happened? None of the sound was coming through. But anyways, I think I died a little bit on the inside when I played the video and there was no sound. But anyways, I hope this video finds you happy, blessed, and full of love. I'm V, the CPA Scholar, and as my intro says, I'm here with reactions, reviews, and grown-up conversations. And I'm here to talk about And Just Like That. Yes, I'm going to be out of order. Season 2, episode 3. But I'm going to give y'all what I think about each of the episodes up to a point, and then when I come back, I'll finish the rest. But this is the show that started it all for me when I did my channel. As you know, I started this. This channel is for you guys. It's for me, but it's for you guys too. I'm an introvert. I wanted to get out there, put myself out there, so I started the channel. And so I love Sex in the City. It's an integral part of me. I hate to say it, maturing, becoming a woman. We used to watch the episodes. We basically connected with each character. You had Samantha, Charlotte, Miranda, and Carrie. You saw a little bit of yourself in all of them. I mean, HBO Sunday nights. If we weren't watching Sopranos, we were watching The Wire or Sex and we're watching one of these shows, and we basically matured with these characters. And so when they said they were going to bring back the show as a reboot, and it was going to be And Just Like That, because apparently Kim Cattrall can't stand Sarah Jessica Parker, so without the Samantha character, I was all in for it. And then season 1 happened. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was a mess, and I showed up for it. I'm just having flashbacks. And one of the worst characters is Che, but a lot of the characters are either some of the actors forgot how to act and they're overacting. They added certain characters that they didn't flesh out, like just throwing in Black people for no reason, but not fleshing out the characters. I love them. They look good. The melanin was beautiful. And then I think the character that had the least development was Miranda. Oh my God. She went from a smart professional lawyer who realized that family and all that was important. So she decided to be with Steve. To basically, they turned it in the Miranda character into Cynthia Nixon. If you don't know, she left her husband for a woman that looked like her husband. Hence the reason they brought in Che, aka Jar Jar Binks, aka Jack Officer. If you ever seen South Park, the most obnoxious character. They keep shoving this lady down, keep shoving them down our throats. Pronouns, remember pronouns. I'm just not here for Che, but I guess Miranda was here for that magic finger because she quickly left Steve. Because whatever that thing, I said, I'm trying to find that big magic finger for myself, baby. Just not in that package because I don't find Che attractive. And she's not funny. They kept throwing her out there. But anyways, so this is going to be a little bit of a different review because I already did this once. So I guess I can act up a little bit more. The other thing is Charlotte and her being a mother, which is kind of scary. And then the lady who played Charlotte freaking did something to her face. It looks a mess. And then Carrie, y'all, Carrie killed Big, y'all. So Carrie was on Big was on a Peloton. He had a heart attack, fell, and Carrie did nothing to call 911, nothing to save him. And I'm like, if it was me, I'd have been pumping his chest. I'd have been doing a Heimlich, whatever the hell I need to do, because I was in this crappy situation all this time. Finally married the man after, if you've seen the movies, after he ditched me at the altar and had to marry his butt later, only to turn around for him to drop dead while working out. Bruh. I'm doing a seance to bring your ass back from the dead because I worked way too hard. To get you. But anyways, they introduced new character Seema, who is Sarita Chowdhury. I loved her. She's from Mississippi Masala. She's like the sexiest thing on the planet. She's beautiful. And she was on Kama Sutra, A Tale of Love. That's my movie too. Even though I watched it as an older woman, I was like, what the hell is this food? This is just softcore PORN. But anyways, I was still here for it. And then they have Lisa Todd Wexley, which is Nicole Ari Parker with her fine stuff. She comes through looking good all through the show. And then they have the lady playing Professor Naya, who becomes friends with Miranda, who obviously has lost her mind. and her husband, and she don't want a baby, he wants a baby, and they're separated right now because whatever. So that was all season 1 in a nutshell. But we're on season 2. This is episode 3. It's called Chapter 3. And like I said, if you haven't been to this channel before, I'm that cousin that goes to the movies with you. First of all, get your snacks, get your wine, get it together while we watch this show together. Go prompt Max, because I know you got it. And we're gonna watch this together and we're gonna talk through it. I'm that cousin that yells at the screen and be like, "Don't go in there, they're gonna kill you." You know what I'm saying? But we having fun together. So let's watch this show, aka the foolery, and just like that. Pretty much people are hate watching it, just like they did Velma. And I heard there's some foolery going on called The Idol with The Weeknd. So maybe this is the audience that Max wants, the people who hate their shows and watch it anyway. So we're gonna get through this, and I'm watching it on the screen. I'm like, it's not gonna be on the screen because guess what? This is YouTube, and they will hit you with a copyright strike so quick you won't know what happened, and my little channel will be gone. So I'm not losing that for anybody after all this work. I'm almost to 1,000, y'all. Share, subscribe, like, all that good stuff for me. I appreciate everybody who's already been doing it. So let's get into the show. And just like that, season 2, episode 3. I was trying to do all the episodes before I left, so I could finish packing. So, baby, this is going to be a long night. So, either way, this episode is called Chapter 3. Chapter 3. Oh, Carrie was smashing her. Carrie. Never mind. I'm not going to say nothing. Carrie's storyline is kind of jacked up, too. It's kind of boring. And she was the main thing of this whole show. So, if you see me looking down, because I guess last time when I put it in front of me, I don't know if that affected the mic. So I'm not going to test that theory again. All my life I had to fight, like I said. You got, let's start it off. Let's see where we are. Start it off. Okay, let's get the recap. We're doing episode 3, y'all. All right, we showing that Carrie, who's a whole sex columnist, making them lose their podcast because she wouldn't say the word vagina. Make it make sense, baby. Make it make sense. And she rich, so she don't need a job. She said, F them people. Then we got Che, got a show called Che Pasa. Miranda went to Los Angeles with Che or whatever to do Che Pasa with Tony Danza. Charlotte is still, Charlotte on the last episode was fighting about clothes and because her daughter, who don't know how to act, they didn't raise their children right, sold off their clothes, and it is what it is. And then you have Rock, the one who transitioned. And then you got Seema, who dumped her very fine promoter boyfriend because he lived with his wife and kids, and she said she ain't got time for that drama. Miranda storyline is her being in LA with no job, going to AA, and losing her phone and trying to figure out how to get an Uber. Make it make sense. And she's supposed to be a brilliant mind, a professor. But let's make it make sense. Anyways, let's get into the show. And I'm going to have a little bit more energy and attitude because I have to do this again. But because I love y'all, I'm going to do it. We're starting off with Carrie walking in the city. It looks so beautiful. And she sees Lisette. If you don't remember Lisette was that neighbor who's like a young version of her. She said, hey, it's so funny to see you. She said, you thought I only existed in the vestibule of our apartment building? Anyways, they're setting up the party tents because she's putting out a show for Bulgari. Oh, they're doing it at Bryant Park, the former home for Fashion Week. So you're coming Friday night? She said, I wouldn't miss it for the world. She said, you're the only one I care about, Lisette. Said that to Carrie. She looks up to her. She said, can I buy you a cappuccino? She said, no, I'm going to go record my audiobook. The fashions is horrible on this show. Oops. And that's what it was known for. But it's okay today. It's not as horrendous. And she said, you're Carrie Bradshaw. There's nothing embarrassing about that. She's very like all in. We got Seema coming out, getting her cigarette. Oh, they done ganked her for a Birkin and knocked everything down. He cut out. She chasing. She says, nobody gonna help me? No, because these dudes will let anything happen to you. They're not stepping in. They're just gonna record. So her driver pulled up and tried to figure out what's going on. She called Carrie, said, a low life mother stole my purse. And she's like, well, no, where? Remember Carrie got her shoes, her Manolo stolen? She said, they stole it in broad daylight. What kind of city is this? She said, I'm riding around to see in case he took my wallet and ditched the bag. It's my first bag that I got when I did my first sale. She said, I splurged on that bag. She said she bought it so long ago there wasn't even a wait list. Now we at Charlotte School, and LTW, Lisa Todd Wexler, that's Corey Parker, is here with Charlotte in her face. Okay, she wanted to do a lunch with Naya for thanking her for doing. She wanted to do a lunch for all of them to thank them for connecting her with Naya for her documentary. Oh, he's talking about an incident. Apparently, the kids then created a milk book. If you don't know, Mom, I like the. And they're whispering. They're whispering. Oh, the man called him. I said, "That somebody has something to say? Because y'all being real chatty." And all the mom was like, "No." I wish he would try me like this. Now we have Carrie in the booth. About to drop bars. Anyways, her audiobook with her Ricola and stuff. So you want to take a breath or stretch before we start? We're in the studio and there's people connecting. Oh, her publisher just walked in. She said, you still sure you don't want to hire an actress? Like Juliana or Margulies or any of the Julias? She said these are fine for your other books and they should be read by the person who lived it. Makes sense to me. Oh, it's StreamYard's acting up again. I pray to God this thing is recording. Oh, the man said he's gonna fix the mic, and she said, I don't want him coming here. He got BO. Oh Lord, the one with the most BO be lifting their arms like, and he had the nerve to have a mask on. They hold his breath. He looks stank through the phone. Oh, he keep lifting his arms. He had the nerve to have a mask on, and they literally look like they about to throw up. They breathing a bit. He said, "Peace out, Lord have mercy." She said, "Oh my God." She's I'm gonna have to do. She's I'm gonna have to do something. She said, "No, we don't have to do that. We're only gonna be here 2 days. I think I can handle it." She said, "No, I got you 5 days to record." She said any of the Juliannes could have banged this out in like a day. She said, we want to make sure you have enough time. He said, okay, are we ready? The publisher's cutting out. She said she texted them the number so that they can take care of it. Like I said, I pray this thing is recording because, baby, if it don't, y'all gonna get the shortest review ever. She said, chapter 3. I was leaving the Manhattan School of Music with Beethoven's concerto playing in my ears when the sound of the shower running as I called John's name. You know, Big's real name was Big John. She missed the word. Oh, she's fumbling. She said, I haven't looked at this in a while. Not the technical difficulties. They won't let me be great. Oh, she's losing it. She's losing the words. Chapter 3. I came home from the Manhattan School of Music with both Beethoven's concerto playing in my head. The sound of the running shower as I called John's name. She said this is so wrong. So she's starting to edit the book while she read it. As an author, I understand. It never looks perfect to you. He said, she said, I want to change it. Can I change it? He's like, no, you got to read what's published. She said, that's a shame. Because it's clunky. She's making excuses. She don't want to relive this. Big die. She itching. Ooh. Chapter 3. That's the name of this episode, by the way. She's reading it again. The sound of the running shower. As I called her name, I remember we had a 2-hour ride. And time was important, so she was thinking about the time. She swallowed the tea again, so she had to start over again. He said, I think you can afford to slow down. You have 5 days in here. That's what I hear. Now we got Miranda doing lines with Che. She said, so what? I'm not allowed to call you my little Tony Dance's line. Call you my little girl anymore? Oh, Miranda's learning how to how to use her new phone. I know technology is not for everybody, but they literally Miranda has lost any sense of intelligence. There's no intelligent life there. It's like Invasion of Body Snatchers. This is not the old Miranda. This is Cynthia Nisk. So it's about Che coming out to her dad. I mean, to their dad, and who's gonna be Tony Danza. And Miranda's telling her to cry, and she's like, "I don't want to cry because it's gonna make it seem like being non-binary is tragic." You know, Che is extra as hell. Miranda's doing everything with this lady. She really loved. I mean, them. She always Che is always catching the attitude of Amanda. I would have dipped already. They're trying to make her more human. I mean, them more human because last week she had attitude. I mean, they had attitude because she was on a diet. Girl, I'm fighting for my life. If I mess up, I apologize. No offense. She's upset. She said it's supposed to be me, and I already told them no about blue hair and then that ugly coat that they wanted her to wear, and she's crying and there's no tears. This lady the lady who plays Che actually knows how to act, but baby, there ain't no tears. It's not convincing. And then you have Miranda like, yay, hey, what do you want, Che? What's that? The acting is terrible. And Michael Patrick King says it's because they're non-binary. Hell no, it's because the acting is bad. Oh, she missed a call. She said, how do I miss a call? You said this Android. Why you gonna blame it on Android? Why y'all trying to make an Android look bad? I'm an Android girl. So she said, why is Brady ghosting me? He's never acted like this. Che says Brady's in Europe with his girlfriend having fun. Don't worry about it. And she gives her a kiss. They so romantic. Now we got Naya doing the documentary. She looks so beautiful with her braids. She's with LTW doing the documentary. Talking about how did one woman break all those race and gender roles. This super woke. This the woke part. She said her mic slipped down. Naya. Remember, Naya's husband is off writing songs in hotel rooms with random unmelanated women. So the sound guy is going fishing down. Ooh, he trying to touch them titties. Oh, we passed 15-minute mark. He's going all down her shirt like, okay, me too. But he fine, so she letting it ride. I don't know. That's how y'all feel. Y'all get mad when y'all don't look good and the lady don't let it ride. And she's smiling. When he went down her shirt, she was like, maybe you should buy me dinner. He's like, are you being serious about that dinner? Oh, he fine, baby. He fine. She goes to LTW night saying, hey, your sound guy, is he usually like that? Said he didn't go down the shirt of the circuit court judge I interviewed yesterday. All right, now I said me and my husband just separated. My mind ain't working like that. And LTW said, I think your mind is working that way. So how about you give him your number? Now we have freaking Charlotte and Carrie at lunch. They always eating, baby. One thing they gonna keep brunch going. Anyway, Charlotte said it can't be easy reliving everything, and she said it's going fine. Just a line. Carrie got a little line problem. She said except for the fast breaking speech problem, everything's okay. Charlotte said, I was just saying to Miranda how proud I am of you. The way you moved on is so amazing. And now we have LTW and Nia rolling up on them. So we incorporating the women of color, other than when on the old episodes, there's only one black lady, and I think she wanted to fight Samantha because she was dating her brother and she was low-key prejudiced and stuff. One time we show up, we prejudiced. LTW has that MILF list. They want to see who's on it. It's MILFgate. The list is popping up. She said, LTW said, I'm never going to reveal my source. She said, I do think it's wrong that Charles, I do think it's wrong in this day and age that women are being objectified until they figure out that Lisa Todd Wesley is number 2 and Charlotte is number 3. Now they boost. The hypocrisy of it all. And they said somebody's stepmom got number 1, and Charlotte's like, you think they should get it because stepmom? Yeah, if she's fine. But they do say she's stunning. Carrie said, Nia, because they're arguing. I'm sure you covered this in MILF Law of the 20th century or 21st century. Her and these subjects, Nia's talking about democracy, the planet dying. Not at brunch. Oh, anyways, the sound guy texted her. Yes. Anyways, we got back to Carrie reading an audiobook. It felt like I stood there for hours. Yeah, you let your husband down on the floor. But anyway. But it was only a moment. The man says, you're doing it a little too slow. You got to speed it up. Let's do that same section again. And not wait so long. She about to cry. Losing a husband is rough. John lifted his head and looked up at me from the shower room floor. The room is like, she about to pass out. The room is clearing. It's like nobody's there. She's zooming out. Okay, cinematography. Get it? They did the same thing in Creed 3. I loved it. She said, I can move. Oh, the words are starting to blur on the screen. That's PTSD. She about to pass out or something. She said, but it was only a moment. She keeps reading the same part. The words are mush. He said he looked so small, and I've always known him to be so big. She crying. Because of Peloton. You know the Peloton sales dropped. Anyways, it's supposed to be a deep moment. This is my second time seeing it, so I'm upset. I was really upset the first time, I promise you. She's wiping the tears away. She said, we need to get a professional to do this. He said, how about we just skip chapter 3 for now and give you time? She said, yes, let's skip chapter 3. She said, but I hit those T's, though. And he said, Now we going on chapter 4. Now we got Carrie walking down the street. That's what she's doing most of the time. I like her little bejeweled shoes. She got like a teal. I love teal. It's so cute. Oh, is that Bitsy Von Mufflin? I love to see Bitsy. That's the one who was married to Bobby Fine, and I believe Bobby Fine passed away in the show. I don't know in real life he passed away. She said, sit down. She said, is my upper lip still red raw? Say, no, not really. She got $100,000 facelift, baby. I just be using cocoa butter and berries and stuff. She said, what fabulous thing are you coming from or going to? Said, nothing fabulous. I'm doing my audiobook. She said, yes, loved and lost. I just pre-ordered it. She's like, I can't wait forward to see what keen Carrie Bradshaw perspective you have for me. Yeah, y'all support me with my book drop. It's gonna be lit. Anyway, she said she fell apart reading it. It took her right back there again. She said it was embarrassing. She said, I thought I was doing so well. She said, I went the whole first year, and now I'm in second year. And Bitsy said the second year is worse. That's the dirty little secret that nobody tells you. Because time is passing and you're making new memories without that person. So you're getting farther and farther away from them. That's any law. She said it's just awful. She said, Bitsy, you're always so happy and bright. She said, I am. Some days. Other days, I'm just faking it, sister. She said, what's the alternative? Feeling sorry for myself. She said, I'm going to pass along the saying that they say in Kabbalah. The hole never fills when new life grows around it. So your job is to do whatever it takes to make you happy. Yes, that's what I'm doing with my losses. I'm doing whatever makes me happy, whatever feels good. She said hers was a face up. She said, but you do whatever you do. Next scene, she busting in with shopping bags. We know Carrie like to shop. We know she like to shop. Let's see what goodies she got. I like to shop too. Oh, she tripped. Oh my God, those shoes are so cute. If I was big into heels, I would be all in. They're so pretty. There's a pretty pink one, and then there's another bejeweled. Oh, that's so stunning. Oh my God, I just be walking around in those shoes for no reason. She picks up her book, and she's trying to read chapter 3 again. You do know that's the name of this episode, so that makes sense. As I looked at his lifeless body, into my arms. Ooh, she had to put it down. She crying. Uh-oh, she got a plan. You know, Carrie. She calling Gary, the guy with the BO. Or unless it's the other one. Gary Schneider, leave a message. Uh-oh. She done lied and said she had a cocoa. That vid says so you're gonna have to get an actress to fill the spot. I told you Carrie has a little lying problem. Instead of telling people she's suffering, she came up with something else. When I went through what I went through, I stayed in the house as long as I needed to. Oh God, here go Miranda looking like Inspector Gadget. What the hell she got on? Oh, she's at a tattoo shop. She said she feels a need to commemorate this moment in her life. I want to speak to who I am right now and make sure she never slides back into what she was before. You mean a sane person with a husband and a kid and intelligence? She said when she was a lawyer, she felt like a little robot billing 80 hours a week. So maybe, he's pulling out the robot tats. This dude is a tattoo artist / therapist because the way he's talking is making sense. Ooh, look, they got the lady from the Jetsons. I forgot if you remember what the maid from the Jetsons name was it Alice? No, it wasn't Alice. That's the Brady Bunch. Anyways, Miranda said, you're so easy to talk to. She literally went to follow Che, whatever, to Hollywood and left everybody behind and has nobody to talk to. Anyway, she's calling Carrie. Carrie looks cute with her little, every time she has her hair down, it brings you, she's like, oh my God, you picked up, my phone worked, because Miranda can't use the phone. She said, I'm changing my life. And Carrie said, if this involves a church of Scientology, I'm hanging up. I read a lot of books, so that joke just hit me. I've read too much about Scientology. She said, I'm going to get a tattoo. She says a tattoo. And she's like, don't do that. She said, everybody gets a tattoo. And she said, everybody's also having to remove. I never got a tattoo for reasons, but I think about it sometimes. Said Ricky says it's all connected to my fear of losing control. Oh, Carrie said it's time for you to come back because yeah, sound crazy. Come back to New York. She said it's so fun. I never wanted it. It's like I'm in a fairy tale land. Yes, you and that magical finger are living their best lives. Carrie tells her she wasn't able to finish the book. And she said, turns out I have the cocoa. More lies. Oh, she said, finally got you. She said, how are you feeling? She said, 0 symptoms. I wouldn't even know if I didn't take this test. Just a lying. She said, please don't worry about me. You have enough to worry about over there. Pick out a robot and put it somewhere it can't be seen. She's like, what you thought I was gonna put it on my neck? I wouldn't dare to do with a tattoo on their neck. I wouldn't put a tattoo on my neck either. And I wouldn't put anybody's name on me either. That's the surest way to break up. Oh, she put on a shoe that looks like it has a balloon from it on it. What the hell? Her phone rang. Charlotte called her immediately. So as soon as she told Miranda told Charlotte, and Charlotte already done called her. She's saying, I'm making basmati rice because that's all Harry wanted when he had the bed. She said, I'm fine. Please don't worry about me. And said, please don't send anything. She said something already on the way. Hey, that's the type of friend I like. I did have a friend that, because I had the cocoa during an important time, and he did bring me something to eat. Shout out to you. Anyways, we got Seema smoking her cigarette and looking at purses and reminiscing. Oh, I love you. She's reminiscing about, she's looking at the purse and crying. We cry together. All right, Anthony's with Seema, and they're charging $20 for gazpacho, which is glorified tomato soup. But anyway, and Anthony's like, Jesus Christ, these prices. He said, I had a loss like that. I got my father's gold money clip stolen by a trick. She's like, why you ain't try to get him? Because I was tied to the bed. Anthony always come with foolishness. Now we back with Carrie in her pretty pink shoes, eating a burger and some fries. Well, I had a burger and some fries today, which I'm not even supposed to be doing that, but it was so good, y'all. Uh-oh, her phone's dinging. Oh, they said we're at lunch waiting. So she got a call and lied to the lady and said Anthony and Seema is at the lunch waiting. Now they got a lie and said she got the bed. Oh, she said now she's got cool. That's very off. Ooh, almost said it. That's very off trend for her. Now we got the mamas complaining, saying the person who wrote the list is in there right now. And they think it's one of the so-called strange kids. And they say, I'm not making fun of his lips and everything, so I'm not comfortable with how y'all talking. So the dude came out. Oh, it's like one of those, looking like something off Riverdale, baby. And they're all checking him out, drooling. That's gross, because if it was a bunch of old men looking at a girl, y'all would have a fit. Ew. And then one of them said, he's hot. And even one of the little girls dropped. Oh, we're back with the principal. And he said, our school needs to send a message that misogyny is not acceptable. So his punishment is going to remain on his record and his college application. And it's going to be for our college applications. Charlotte and LTW are defending him and saying, don't y'all think it's harsh? And the parents are agreeing. He said his age and relatively benign intentions, he shouldn't be punished that hard. LTW saying, I second that. She said, we have a commitment to restorative justice. And it's like, chill out. Y'all just defending him because y'all was number 2 and 3. They said, everybody saw the list. And then some guys next to them said they should have been 1 and 2. Uh-oh, they said some people overheard Arbor school mothers objectifying a student. Uh-huh. Like, were they? They acted shocked. They know it was them. Now Miranda's in line waiting to go see Che because that's what her life consists of. Apparently that pays her bills. Oh, Brady came through. He said, Mom, where you been? I've been calling you constantly. Sorry, this new phone, I don't hear a ring. He said, I called you like 10 times. Are you crying? What's wrong? Louisa broke up with him. The little fast tail girl broke up with her. She just came up and said it was over. He said a car almost hit me and I wanted him to. So he talked about being unalive in himself. She said, you're scaring me. Say, did you talk to Dad? She said, yeah, but I really wanted you. That boy or whatever playing Brady really do like the little Brady. She said, go back to your hostel because remember he's in Europe and call me from there. Yeah, okay. She said, good, I love you. That sounds like a little bit of the old Miranda. So they're telling everybody put their phones away. I mean, in the bag, and you'll pick it up when you're on your way out. Said the phone goes in this pouch. She said, I don't have a phone. I lost it on the beach. She said, you didn't use Find Mine or some other app? She said, I'm actually happy the phone's gone. I never felt more relaxed in my life. No, you just don't know technology and you're a hot mess. Ooh, Carrie's eating the chocolates that Charlotte. Oh, that chocolate looks so good. I might just be hungry, y'all. And she got one of the masks on. I've been watching a K-drama called Good Mother, Bad Mother, and there's a lady who walks around with different face masks. It is so creepy, but that's what she has on. Her publisher is calling her and saying she bought her more time to read the book, so she's not getting out of it. You're going to have to get over that cocoa and come read this book. Now we at the studio audience. Now with a live studio audience, we at Che Pasa. And Tony Danza's talking to Che, saying that night after putt when you was out with your boyfriend who actually turned out to be gay. She said, you're not understanding the non-binariness of it all. Say, you're giving me an ulcer. Talk to me, my little cannoli. Tony Danza's killing it. She said, I'm not allowed to call you my little cannoli. So which part are you, the pastry cream or the shell? She said, I'm trying to be true to myself and you won't let me. She said, what? He said, what do I care to call yourself? He said, you're non-binary, you got that Bob's big boy haircut, which is true. Yeah, I just don't want to lose my little girl. Say, you're not losing me. I'm still me. And he said, I love whoever you are. Oh, snap, Miranda's phone start ringing. Can you imagine the Fresh Prince and Uncle Phil scene, which is like one of the most famous scenes because he acting his behind off. And you see Brady face when he pulled it up. And the showrunner's like, there's supposed to be no phones. Hey, lady with the phone, you're ruining the scene. And Che's not an actor. She's a comedian. God dang it. Tony Dan said, relax, everybody, relax. We could do it. He said we could do it again. She said, and the lady with the phone, just so you know, you just ruined our big moment. Che is not an actress. She's a comedian. She's a stand-up comic. And Tony Danza said, I think they're doing an amazing job. You go ahead and be supportive. And everybody's clapping. Let's get this done before my sauce burns. Tony Danza's dancing up and Miranda's leaving. Clapping. And the security guard said, I believed you. Okay, sister, say your one line. And now they got you know how they have an opener telling jokes? And he said and he's like, dang. The showrunner is so obnoxious. Miranda's talking to Charlotte saying Brady, but I don't know how she ended up on the phone with. Anyways, she's talking to Charlotte and saying, am I wrong for freaking out because saying he want to unalive himself? So she said, I'm flying. He's coming into New York tomorrow, so I'm leaving LA. Do you think I'm overreacting? She said, no, you're not overreacting. But this just might be a moment he's in. He said, this is so unlike him. Miranda looked good in this little pantsuit, little tie up. I'll give you that, because when you look good, you look good. When you look a mess, you look a mess. Charlotte said, you're doing the right thing. Your child is more important. He's going to be okay. And she said, I love you. So she got back into the studio. Now we're going to see what happens. Now, Carrie, somebody knocking on Carrie's door. She said, who is it faking your ass sick? Somebody Seema. And she putting on the mask. I'm lying. And Seema got on her mask looking good. She said, I don't have the vid. I lied. She said, good, because this mask is only for fashions. She said, I feel bad. She drinking wine. I feel bad about lying to my publisher. And worse about lying to my two oldest friends. She said there has to be an expiration date on grief. And Seema's like, no, you need to be able to cry, get it all out. She said, I'm not one of your older friends, but I'm all ears. She said, something horrible happened to you. You are allowed to feel sorry for yourself. If you don't want to go out of this house, don't. Just crawl into the bed, lay down, pull covers over your head, and just feel whatever you feel. I've been there. I've done it. A little bit of transparency. She said, I'm not a take to the bed type. She said, you're strong. Oh, she said, I was in a fetal position over a handbag. It's a Birkin. You worked hard for it. It's probably the publisher and phone line again. I mean, beep again. No, it's Lisette. I forgot about Lisette and her show. She said, I don't know. I have to go because I promised her. And she looks up to me. So now we're back with Che, and Che's coming out, and she has her own Farnsworth Bentley carrying an umbrella with her thing. And Miranda's out there. Hi, I'm so sorry. So I tried to get back in, but they wouldn't let me. And she's like, I wonder why. She said, let me give us a set. Che don't give a damn about Miranda. I promise you now. She really don't. She said, I'm really, really sorry. She's like, I'm so sorry. I feel awful. She said, yes, it was awful. So Brady sounded like he wanted to unalive himself. And she broke up and was like, it's a teenager. They get broke up with. And she was afraid to miss another car. She said, you ruined the family scene. She said, I had my own family scene. She said, oh, okay. So I'm not going to be able to see the rest of the show. And hopefully she'll beat Brady home. She's like, sorry? You're leaving LA to actually go do something for a kid? Yes. Yes. I'll be back, maybe. She said, it's a breakup. It's a part of life. She said, I'm talking about my kid, the most important thing to me. Yeah, nobody can tell because you dumped your husband and you ran off with them. Say, hey, they want you back. Ain't no problem. She said, do what you got to do. She said, Che, I'm really, really sorry. Don't leave on. Let's not. Can we not say goodbye on a bad note? I hate saying goodbye on a bad note. She said, fine. She said, I hope Brady's okay. I really do. Okay. So we'll talk later. Miranda said, the show's going to be huge. And she smiled. They don't care nothing about you. All right, we at this beautiful bubble dome. It's beautiful. It's giving. And all these beautiful pieces. They're supposed to be opening a glamping place by me, and I can't wait because it's full of bubble dome. Baby, it's about to be. Oh, yeah, the pieces are so beautiful. Oh, my gosh. Everything's so nice. She's there with Seema. Carrie's there with Seema, and she said the Bellini's nasty. Here comes Lisette floating through. This is some gorgeous, gorgeous pieces. So there's some guy shoving the jewelry in his pockets. So I don't know, maybe removing it into his pockets, baby. And he walks up to Carrie, give me your necklace. Flashbacks to when he took him over. She's like, is this happening? He's like, yes, it's happening. And then now Lisette notices, she's like, what the F are you doing? Why are you stealing my S? I'm trying not to cuss. Do something. And she said, I have a cough. Oh, everybody cleared out. I was about to say the word, and everybody cut out. Somebody help. She said, necklace now. She said, please, he want her Carrie necklace. It's a big no. You know how many people she done dumped to keep this Carrie necklace? Oh, see me done pull out a piece. She hit you with the lick. Oh, it turned out to be a lighter. Here comes security all late and said, where were you? And Seema lights up a cigarette. He said, miss, you can't smoke here, so you ain't care when they were stealing all my stuff. Hit you with the blick. All right, we got Miranda sitting and sad. Oh, the tattoo she got was an inmate. She finding herself again. They're going to figure out a way to get rid of Shay. Thank you. Bye. Here come Brady looking like himself. Crying. Oh, breakups are hard for sure, especially your first one. He is boo-boo crying, baby. She said everybody's breaking. Yeah, because his mom and his dad broke up. She said everybody's breaking up. She said, I'm not going anywhere. That is that real cry, baby. He acting. You act, baby. And then we back and Seema's in the car and her driver's held up and she's trying to make it home. And she's like, I'm just going to get out and walk. She said, this city. She's walking. That is a cute dog. I just had a whole conversation about why I won't get a dog. I'm not taking care of nothing else. They're there. Oh, she sees the purse. What are the chances? She sees the Birkin in the bushes. Or was it Hermes? I don't remember. Whatever. Look at God. Look at God. Yay! Now we got Carrie taking them chocolates over to Lizette because she done lost all her pieces and her show was a mess. She asked, Lizette, it's Carrie. Oh, she used her key, so she got a key. They friends. She said, I know the key was only meant for emergencies, but I had to check in on you. I brought some chocolates that my friend sent me. I can't eat all of them. That chocolate looked good. I might need to go get one before I make my next video. Said, how are you? He said, everything's gone. She's down on herself. She's in the bed doing what Seema said, lay in the bed and cry it out. She said she's struggling. She said, I know how you feel, Carrie said. She said, can I join you in the bed? Yes. It's like Carrie, Lisa is the representation of Carrie's inner child. And they say you have to heal your inner child. And I've done it, like the exercises and stuff. So it helped me a lot. So I act up sometimes, but I'm nowhere near on a level. So they're both comforting each other and laying in the bed and just being. Sometimes it's just what you got to do. Now Carrie's reading the book. The rising water on the shower room floor turned the blue of my wedding shoes to black. Whoever's actually writing that book, because I know it ain't Sarah Jessica Parker, has a way with words. I love it. So they're happy it's over. So she read chapter 3. So she's dealing with their grief. She feels accomplished. Now her and Seema are out and about eating. Now I said one thing they're gonna do, they're gonna eat on this show. They're gonna eat. They're toasting to New York City, good and bad. You say, you mean by bad, you mean this communal table? Oh, some dudes down at the end are from Sydney. They're a rugby team, and they are hollering, baby. But at least Seema's like not like Samantha, because Samantha would have cartwheel across the table to get to that D. But anyway. Yes, that Australian accent. Get it, baby. Get it. Good for you. And just like that, she got the cocoa. So she really got COVID. That's what you get for your ass lying. That was funny. That was funny. So the show is, the season 1 is better than season 2, but it's still bad. But I found myself entertained. I chuckled a little bit. I rooted for somebody. I mean, I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5 Smarties. Like I said, I'm doing these backwards. So episode 3 is dropping first. Hey, I just do weird stuff sometimes. But for real, that's just how it's gonna go. And I'm gonna try 2 more. I'm gonna try to record these 2 more before I leave. And with that being said, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe. I'm almost to 1,000. Help me out. Shoot, just do it because you feel sorry for me because I had to do this video twice. But anyways, like I always say, love who loves you. May God bless you with everything that you need. And the CPS Scholar is out. I pray to God that this recorded, baby.